All right, let's watch let's watch Mtash new video. I had to defend Gotcha Smack.
I haven't made a video about gacha gaming for quite a while, and I took a little peek at some of the things going on in the community, and it was kind of wild. I saw all the voice acting stuff. I saw that there's global passives being added to HSR, and some people are even potentially quitting the game. Like,
I don't know what this silly vault dweller is talking about. But you know what? I think this vault dweller is onto something. I think the vault dweller is onto something. I think we should hear him out. Am I crazy or does he look like a character out of Fallout?
like Gacha Smack. Even some content creators' friendships imploded. Who could have saw that coming? Anyways.
Oh. Yeah, that's definitely a dig at Techie and Pokey situation. That's a dig at those two. Which a little weird, to be totally honest. Little weird that he has to self-insert himself into the Gacha situation, even though he hasn't played or covered Gacha for fucking months. But he knows it's the trending topic, and he knows this is what a lot of people are clicking on and a lot of people are listening to. So he had to self-insert and get some clicks and get a dig in at Techie. It's a farm. It is definitely a farm. I think it's very funny that he took the moral high road. He basically disavowed Gacha and all the Gacha content creators. You know, I'm done with this. I'm going to a different game. I don't like the space. I'm leaving. And then now that there is something that's pretty, I don't want to say is like globally global passive is like globally talked about or like really like such like huge news, but he definitely saw a situation where it was being talked about a lot. This is a really good opportunity to put my 2 cents in, even though nobody fucking cares about his opinion anymore, to get some clicks and get a couple dollars. That's all this is. He saw an opportunity to make a little bit of money, to throw a diss at Techie, and get himself back into the conversation of gacha games. And I would not be surprised if legitimately after this video, didn't he make his own gacha game? I have no fucking idea. I don't think so. And if he did, nobody's fucking heard about it. I think after this video, he's going to try to start doing more gacha content again. He is going to try to start getting back into the gacha space, and I think this is his attempt at getting his foot right into the door.
I think that it's very interesting what is going on in the community, and once again, you see as soon as someone voices their concerns or they potentially want to move away from a game, whether it's boredom or they just don't think the game is good, there's a lot of rallying behind calling that content creator trash or trying to dunk on them and try to bring them down. If someone leaves a job, in the real world,
So, he's right. He's right to an extent. I would say the only community that I have seen really do this is the Hoyo community. And I hate to make it all the big bad Hoyoverse. Oh, the Genshin Impact and HSR players, they're big bads. It's kind of like, I don't think I've ever seen anyone ever like dog on someone outside of the Hoyoverse community when they when they want to leave their game. Like when Mr. Poke quit Wuwa. I'm pretty sure he quit Wuwa and he's like, I'm done with this, I uninstalled it. The Wuwa community wasn't like, oh, fucking Mr. Poke, oh, we hate his ass now because he uninstalled our game. I don't think I've legitimately, and again, I'm the type of person that has, I think I have my ear pretty close to the ground, just like when it comes to the internet and what's going on. I don't think I've ever seen that. I legitimately don't think I have. It's always the fucking Hoyo community that does that type of shit.
They don't like that job, they go to another place. For the most part, there isn't I don't know what to call this, a horde of people chasing them around each day going, hey, remember when you left that job? Why did you do it? You suck. I always hated you. You know what I'm saying? It's such a weird thing to happen. But if Gacha Smack ends up leaving HSR because he's not a fan of these global passives, why does this stuff tend to happen? If I
Yeah.
just scroll down here, I had to defend the guy a little bit because I saw
Yeah, I mean, and again, Mtash is onto something here. It is generally a lot of like the Hoyo players in the Hoyo community.
this tweet, and it's like, all I know is that it's time for you to get a job with these numbers. You're a joke, you're gonna go homeless. And the funniest thing here is such an uneducated comment. Now, number one, he made a video on another game, and this video got 27,000 views. That is exceptionally good for his audience.
Oh yeah,
size.
sure.
It is a new game, and
Local
whether
majorities,
people are
yeah,
hyped
yeah,
for it or
exactly.
not, the algorithm is not going to share that content as easily. In fact,
Oh shit,
when I
I
started
forgot to
posting Path of
hold
Exile
on.
stuff,
I forgot to ping my Discord. I was live. Oh shit. Uh-oh. Hold on. How the fuck did... Dude, I forgot to ping my Discord twice now. Gotta set up auto pings. So I have auto pings for when I go live. But, oh wait, I'm like the wrong fucking thing. I have auto pings for when I go live for like specific role. But I've also started being shameless, and I just at everyone. I just at everyone whenever I go live. You no longer get to choose for it's no longer a role to opt in or out of. It is I'm pinging everyone whenever I'm live now, so get
the
used
amount
to
of
it.
comments that I got on old videos saying, I wonder when Mtash is going to post again, even though I had already posted 10 or 15 Path of Exile videos, is crazy. Because if you watch a singular...
Fuck, I didn't do it on Twitter either. Fuck me. You're on my server, watch my stream. Hey, pretty much. You know the perfect caption for this? It's so funny. This video, Mtash just needs to calm down. Yeah, I haven't watched this in entirety yet, so
or a group
talking about himself, but by using Gacha smack name only because both their situations are a little bit similar. It
games,
feels weird.
and
Okay.
someone is posting on something completely different, you don't even know they exist. You might never even see their channel. They might not even show up in your sub feed if you subscribe to them. And so, even though I may have been posting videos, there was people genuinely concerned, where is Mtash? What's happening? He hasn't posted in 2 months.
Yeah.
I was just playing a different game.
Okay.
The fact that Gacha Smack was able to get 27,000 views on a different game is very solid. But even this one he's sharing is 57,000 views. That is exceptionally good. That is unbelievably good if you look at the grand scope of YouTube. But a lot of these different people think, you know what? I need 100,000 views, 200,000 views on every single video to make a living. But you don't. You don't need anywhere near that. And
this is weird, right? What is this tangent he's going off on? I had to defend Gacha Smack. Glazes him for like a minute, and now he's going off on a...
There's a lot of content creators that could honestly most likely go full-time if they were getting 10 or even 15,000 views per video if they were consistently posting. If they were playing a game or covering a topic where they could post 1 or 2 videos every day, you don't actually need that many views to survive. And I want to just kind of show that right now. So if I close up
where is this video going?
out of this and I show you this, I made a really dumb 3-minute long video dunking on Elon playing Path of Exile. All right. And it was a bad video overall. I don't show any footage. It's just me ranting, a little bit to the camera. And this video with 62,000 views made $162.
Who asked? Okay, yeah, but who? How does this have such a crazy like to dislike video? I don't think this vid is weird. I think the video is weird when you consider the fact that... So here's why the video is weird.
All right.
The video is weird because the title is I Had to Defend Gacha Smack. It's him in knight armor next to Gacha Smack, right? You would imply the video is going to be really about Gacha Smack, about his situation, about people going after him, and maybe just the overall topics and discussion of HSR and the community, right? And then to go into the video and start talking about your income for your videos, I think is weird.
This is a 3-minute long video. This took me 3 minutes and 14 seconds to get it uploaded and posted. It took no effort. And in 3 minutes, I made $162. So if you can...
And now I think a bit about right, he seems he really suffered a Hex situation. He's using Gacha Smack name and situation to air his grievances with the Gacha community, just like Hex. Yeah, I agree.
You can jump on a topic that is popular if you can get some...
You would think he is talking about Gacha Smack being attacked and then show counterpoints in defense to Gacha. Yeah, you would think, but I don't think... I want to finish it.
The amount of money you can make for the time investment is insane. And if we look at this other video here that I posted, this is 58,000 views, similar to his video that had 57,000. Again, this is around the same, duration. Again, $182. One video. This is incredibly good for the amount of effort that it takes. Once again, I'm going to close that out here. We've got another video. This one is 24,000 views, similar to his other sponsored video. It made $121.
But why the situation wasn't even serious enough to warrant a video? Gacha Smack wasn't even really getting that much heat. Hold on, I want to find that tweet. Let me find this. Let me find this tweet. CJD Luffy. Let me find this tweet. CJD Luffy. How does bros have followed by cabinets? Cabinets. Whoa, cabinets. What's going on, man? What the? You following this weirdo? I don't know if he's a weirdo or not, but let's see. Let's see if we can find his tweet. Dude, I'm afraid that he's gonna retweet. Here we go. Bro is getting one guide off of a tweet with 100 fucking likes and 84K views. Dude. None of these comments are shitting on Gacha Smack. Dude, if anything, the vast majority of these comments are in support of Gacha Smack and what he's doing. 161K views, 2.1 thousand likes, 108 comments. And he's going to take a screenshot of one... Hi, Cloud. And he's going to take a screenshot of one guy with 100 likes shitting on him and make an entire video. I had to defend Gacha Smack. I am the moral arbiter and righteous one of the community because I am coming to Gacha Smack's defense. From one guy, one fucking random guy on fucking Twitter with 100 likes. And then he's pivoting to, guys, look at how much money I made. He tried to use hex shoes, 100%. Hi, Thoma. Dude, this is 100% what he did with hex shoes. What? The fact that he's pivoting this video into, guys, look at how much money I'm making off of my YouTube videos. This is fucking weird behavior, man.
You don't need hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of views to end up getting, a pretty good wage if you're posting a lot of content. And, even if...
I understood where he... if this entire video was defending Gacha Smack, I'd be like, okay, he's silly, he's getting one guide, but it's a random fucking post. Does that warrant a whole video? No. But the fact that he's transitioning the video into talking about his income and you could survive off of 20K views.
It was the fact that his views are dropping.
Bro looks like a vault dweller. Dude, that's exactly what I said. Rainy, I brought up the vault dweller costume. That's exactly what I said.
Why does that matter? Why can people not view a game or a business practice and say, I don't want to play that game anymore. I don't like the way they're treating their customers. I don't want to be part of that. And they're this...
He looks like an overseer. He looks like an overseer in a fallout shelter.
villain that gets attacked. You know, it's such a wild thing to me.
It's almost the only reason this video exists. He is using the global passive situation and discussion because, for one, he knows it's popular. He knows everyone is talking about it. And two, this is going to be the way that he gets his foot back into the door into the gacha community. This is his springboard to get himself back into the gacha community. Like I was saying earlier, I bet. Yo, Brax! Brax, thank you so much for the fucking raid. Brax, thank you. Hello, all of the children from Brax. Hello. Brax, thank you so much, mods, and your shout out, Brax. I hope your stream was good. I bet you're tired. Thank you for playing Mario Party with us last night. I hope you're able to get some sleep. Yo, I hate Box 2. I also hate Box 2. Chuck. Wait.
The massive water slide, just over 100 feet tall, that shoots park visitors into the winding jaws of fiberglass.
What the fuck is happening? Doesn't even work. Don't you have to do slash? What is happening? All of you 40 plus are worrying about Box 2? What? So, wait, what did something happen with Box 2? With Box? What happened with Box? Why is everyone, like, kind of being, like, silly towards Box? What happened? Oh, we just hate that guy? Oh, okay. Box hair is cooked. Box 2 hate watcher. He's playing the new HSR update. I mean, yeah, you hate his hair. Box got the penis head cut. Dude, the Box haircut, dude, he needs to, whoever his barber is, he legitimately needs to sue them. He needs to sue them, man, because, like, okay, guys, let's be real. Box is an attractive man. He's an attractive boy. Wait, Box is an attractive man. Let's be real. He's basically a K-pop idol, right? He's an attractive man. But my God, what the fuck did they do to him? Hi, also hi Saint. Hope you're doing well. Good morning. He's an attractive guy. He is. Man, not even. That's a wild tweet. No, they fucked his hair up, man. That's such a shame. And he could. The thing about this though, this could be fixed. His haircut is a whole ass stock market. True. This can be fixed though. He needs just to go to a better barber, and they could fix this up. But dude, that is so funny how much popularity and traction this tweet got. 3,000 likes, 76,000 views. Dude, his his haircut almost got as much views as this HSR post. That's so funny. You could hide all lolShinya in that hair. True. Also, thank you so much again, Brax. Raiders, hope you're doing well. We were just covering the Mtash video. We were covering the Mtash video where he's self-inserting himself back into the gacha community with a really weird video. Don't know what the fuck's going on there, but seems a little odd. But Brax, hope you're doing well. Go get some rest, Max. I bet you're tired as fuck. Hope the ZZZ stuff was good. What's the gacha community? Just like posting gacha content. I was saying that I bet Gacha Smack is going to try to start getting back into the gacha community and playing gacha games and making gacha content. I bet within the next few weeks to months. You mark my fucking word. I think it's going to happen. I could be wrong, but I think I have a pretty good feel on these sorts of things.
That people, they will defend billion-dollar companies until the end of time. They will do no wrong. And if anyone questions it, they are the problem in a lot of cases. And I understand.
Yeah, he's right. I wouldn't be surprised if PoE views are down. I mean, Athoma, you're
Arc versus Spark.
You're onto something. So this video popped off, but let's be real. The only reason this video popped off is A, because it was 3 minutes. B, because it's talking about Elon Musk, and people like talking about Elon. People like watching Elon shit. This video is such a virtue signaling piece of shit. I'm sorry, man. This screams virtue signaling. I quit. Elon Musk was so bad, I'm quitting the game. Shut the fuck up. Who gives a shit what people do? Who gives a shit if a celebrity plays your game and he sucks at it? So, I mean, I gotta say, yo, what up, Kevin? PoE just had their new update. PoE had a huge update. Point two. Everything changed, guys. The PoE situation is crazy. 11K views, 16K views, 21K views, 8K views. Guys, I think PoE might be cooked. And don't get me wrong, I love PoE. I have a lot of fun in PoE. Waiting for PoE 2 to get good and better, because I think right now it's a very good game in its base, but it's kind of boring. Why are we even talking about Bro View? Just curious. So I'm making a parallel onto why he's made this video and why he's attempting to get back into the gacha space. I'm starting to think, and I could be wrong, that views are falling off of PoE. Like when you go from 165K views, and even then, 49K views, 48K views, 36K, 117K, it feels like PoE is sort of falling off. 121K views. It seems like now that the initial hype of PoE is come and gone, it seems like it's slowly starting to fall off, right? He tried Monster Hunter content. It really wasn't doing that good for him. And then he was doing PoE content, and the views just really aren't there recently. So I think that maybe he's not exactly happy with the amount of money that he's making in PoE or Monster Hunter content. So I legitimately think is him coming back a problem? No, not at all. The only problem I have with this is how when he was exiting the gacha community, oh, the gacha community is the worst. I hate all those fucking people. They're all weirdos. The community is weird. Like the fact that he disavowed the community so much, and now this is his video at an attempt at coming back. And not only that, let me be real. The fact that he wants to the fact that he's using Gacha Smack as a springboard into coming back into the Gacha community, I think is just a little bit weird. I think it's a little bit weird to use someone else and one guy's 100 like tweet to go off on this tangent about how the Gacha community they dogpile on someone whenever they don't agree with their takes on a game. It's strange how he wanted to leave Gacha community because it was taking a toll on him, and now he wants to return. Well, okay, why all that high horsing? Exactly. More drama. Gacha community never changes. Sure. Yeah, I mean, but the thing is about that is though, every community has a lot of drama. Bro, quit quitting. Just like people use Gaster's global passive to quit HSR, Mtash uses global Gacha Smack as a way to get back in. Yeah. I mean, you're onto something. What are your thoughts on the Gacha community? I think the Gacha community kind of fucking sucks, right? But period. No, the Gacha community kind of sucks, but I deal with it, I like a lot of the people in the Gacha community, the Gacha space as content creators. I really do. I think the vast majority of the Gacha, and you know what the crazy part is? Dude, guys, it's so fucking simple, right? It is so simple. So the Gacha community just in general kind of blows, right? Let's be real. The Gacha community blows. Viewers can be a little bit shitheads. The games are super fucking predatory. There's a million different reasons, right? So it's super easy. All I got to do, me personally, as someone who likes playing the gacha games, here's what I got to do. Don't interact with the content creators I hate, right? Don't personally interact with them. I'll watch their fucking videos. I'll watch stupid ass videos like Mtash, but I don't need to. I don't need to sit here and interact with Mtash, right? I will never interact with Mtash because I don't fuck with him as a person. So I don't need to interact with the people that I don't want to interact with, right? The community. I think I'm in a pretty good bubble when it comes to my Twitch chat. And if I ever get someone that comes into my chat and wants to stir up shit, stir up drama, and I just don't fuck with them, guys, you could just ban the people. You could ban people that are making shitty and weird comments in your chat, and you can do the same thing on YouTube, right? You can get all that negativity and shit out of your community. It's that easy. And when it comes to the like predatory practices in games, if just don't purchase, like don't buy shit in games. Just play the games free to play, maybe spend a little bit of money here and there, but like, dude, it's that easy. It's legitimately that easy. Like the Gacha community sucks as a whole, but if you refuse to interact with people you don't fuck with, ban the weirdo chatters and people making comments on YouTube, and don't spend any money or as much money as you think is okay to spend, it's that easy to like just kind of vibe. What community doesn't suck? That's a good question. What community doesn't suck? So, and here's the thing, when it really boils down to it, I think most gaming communities in general just fucking suck. Animal Crossing, I think Animal Crossing is probably as close as you can get to a pure community. Like the Animal Crossing, like what's the word I'm looking for? What's the game I'm looking for? Just like any like farming, like chill farming games, right? ZZZ community. ZZZ is a little close. PGR is pretty chill, yeah. But they're, I hate to say Minecraft, no. Dude, the Minecraft community is fucking weird. The Minecraft community is probably one of the most unhinged. Nah. It's probably games like like Animal Crossing and Stardew Valley. Like those like comfy game communities, right? I think those are like whatever you call like those games, like the comfy farming sims. I think those are legitimately the best communities. Because there's not enough in their games to make drama about. Niche communities that are just chilling, yeah, 100%. Minesweeper, the Minesweeper community is very chill. What is this, Michael? What are we adding? Sorry, I missed your redeem. What is this? Texas time? All right. Yeah, but I mean, just in general though, most communities are pretty dog shit. And that's just because gaming communities are very weird. The Terraria community sucks. The League community, oh, don't get me started on the League community. The Valorant yeah, the Valorant community. Everyone loves the Valorant community. What do you think about ZZZ? I love the aesthetic of the game. I love the art style and I love the visuals. But man, oh man, is that game fucking boring.
I don't want to be part of that. And they're this villain that gets attacked. You know, it's such a wild thing to me.
So, and again, just for the new people that are here, when Mtash is talking about people getting attacked from communities that, like, when you're leaving the game, I legitimately think that's only a Hoyoverse problem. In specifically the Gacha space. I've never seen people freak out or bitch or shit on someone for quitting WUWA, for quitting PGR. It's always, you're no longer playing Genshin Impact, you're bad. You're no longer playing HSR, you're bad. How dare you be critical of my game and quit it? It legitimately always does, and it maybe I'm wrong, and I would love to be proven differently, but it legitimately always feels like it's the Hoyo community. Arknights, I don't know enough about Arknights. I don't know enough about Arknights in the community to speak on it. Maybe I know Techie got a lot of shit, but I know there's some drama there, so I don't know the full story. But it in the mainstream eye, at least, in like the very normie, I'm a gacha tourist, because I'm a self-admitted gacha tourist. I've played maybe like a dozen gacha games throughout my entire life, but I consider myself a gacha tourist. I don't know everything or all the goings on in the community. All I know is what I see and what is in front of me and what I see constantly happening. So maybe the Arknights, maybe, but it's a lot more niche and smaller, so I maybe don't know about it or see it. Do you try Black Beacon? No, but I might.
That people, they will defend billion-dollar companies until the end of time. They will do no wrong.
Yep.
And if anyone questions it, they are the problem in a lot of cases. And I understand when someone says, I don't like this thing.
Hi, Blank.
It feels as a fan that maybe I'm calling you dumb. If I say, this character sucks, but you want that character, I can understand it comes off as me calling you dumb for wanting them, or you are making the wrong decision, and it becomes a bit of a personal attack. I can understand that. But some of these unhinged weirdos online actually go for the personal attacks.
He's
They
right.
actually make comments about Gacha Smack's kids and his livelihood and his future and all these different things.
Proof? Proof? Talk about his kids. Talk about his kids. What? Proof? Like that one tweet was specifically talking about his income. But I think that's a pretty big leap to take to say that they're talking about his kids and stuff. And maybe they are. But I feel like if he had that, like, if he had proof of this, he would have used that as a springboard. Oh, sorry, I wasn't over here. I feel like he would have used that as a springboard and like a talking point in his video. If people were being weird about like his life and his kids. No, he decided to pull up a 100 liked tweet to talk about. I think he's like, I understand maybe it's probably happened. People talked about Mtash kids when he quit. Sure, but he's specifically saying Gacha Smack. They're talking about.
It is the most parasocial thing.
Am
They
I-
go for the personal attacks.
Am I not
They
crazy?
actually make comments about Gacha Smack's kids.
He says Gacha Smack specifically. So it's like, okay, if you had proof of that, you probably would have used that as a talking point instead of, oh, they're talking about how he's got to get a job. I think he's making parallels that don't exist between what happened with him and what happened with his situation when he got ostracized from the community with Gacha Smack. So I think he's doing a lot. He's doing like a big self insert here, which is a little odd to me. So said some shit about him not being there for his kids due to CC. But Saya, like maybe, but like where is the proof? Where's these screenshots or whatever? Still pretty convinced that he's using Smack as a fuck you to his haters. Oh, probably. That's exactly what this video feels like.
It's about Gacha Smack's kids and his livelihood and his future and all these different things. It's so bizarre. It is the most parasocial thing I have ever
You think he
seen.
addressed it sometime?
And
But if he did, why would he not use it in the video? Why would Mtash not use that in the video instead of a random 100 liked comment on Twitter from one guy?
I just wanted to talk about it because I find it so fascinating. Well, my hand's kind of green. I find it so fascinating as someone that does this business as well, how unhinged it seems to be for everyone. If you are not providing and being the dancing
Can't remember it clearly. That's fine.
clown for your audience, you're now the enemy. And instead,
I wonder. That feels like a shot at Techie, but maybe I'm reading too much into it as a friend of his. That kind of feels like a shot at Techie, but I can't say for sure.
instead of saying, "Hey, good luck in what you do next," thanks for the hundreds of videos that you made in HSR, it's instantly like, this guy's trash. He was always trash. Thank God he's gone. And it's such a wild ride. All I know is with someone like Gacha Smack, who does have a lot of charisma.
How? So one of the first things that he talks about in this video, he puts he makes a shot at Techie.
So, I haven't made a video about gacha gaming for quite a while, and I took a little peek at some of the things going on in the community, and it was kind of wild. I saw all the voice acting stuff. I saw that there's global passives being added to HSR, and some people are even potentially quitting the game, like Gacha Smack. Even some content creators' friendships imploded. Who could have saw that coming?
So within the first 20 seconds of his video, he's taking a shot at Techie. You missed the first part? No, that's fine. That's fine, Michael. And I it's interesting. I don't know. Maybe I could be reading too much into it,
Good
but
luck in
just
what
it
you do
feels weird.
next. Thanks for the this guy's trash. He was always, and you know, it's such a wild ride. All I know is with someone like Gacha Smack, who does have a lot of charisma, he can play whatever he wants. He can jump into other games and he will succeed.
Isn't a shot at Poke too? Not necessarily. So the situation here, Phantom, is that so Tucky and Mtash sort of had a friendship falling out, right? They had a friendship falling out due to the Gacha stuff, right? And so he is making a parallel between Mr. Pokey and Tucky's situation to him and Tucky's situation, right?
Will happen. And a lot of content creators that do transition to other games, when they make a hard pivot, it is very difficult in the start to gain traction because of how the algorithm works and all these different things. But a lot of times, content creators will swap games and then they'll return to their old one out of fear or necessity. If someone makes a hard pivot and they fully
make a swap back to the other games out of fear and necessity. I wonder if he's doing a little bit of a self-insert there.
arc.
Man, some content creators will transition back to their old ways out of fear or necessity. PoE2 ain't doing too hot right now, guys. 16K, 11K, 21K, 8K. PoE2 is a little rough right now. Guess we got to go back to gacha games. Guess we got to come crawling back to the gacha community. Looks like Mtash is projecting. He 100% is.
To something and they're really enjoying it and they have that charisma, it'll almost always work out. So I have no worries for Gacha Smack. He could go start covering pretty much anything he wants, and if he brings that same tenacity, that same edge, that same, you know, insight into characters or weapons or whatever. I don't care if he's playing Gacha games or Borderlands 4 talking about his favorite guns. If he brings that vibe, he will be fine. And at the end of the day, he's got a beautiful girl by his side. He's got kids. He is more physically fit than 99.9% of all people watching. The only person that is more fit is me. That's a whole other topic. It's all going to work out for my boy Gacha Smack. And maybe for some of these people commenting, it's time to look inside and realize maybe you are just being a little soft and you're being a jerk. Grow up!
I'm going to keep it a buck.
You know, a little bit to the camera.
I'm going to keep it a buck, and it's wild that this has such a high view to, or excuse me, like to dislike ratio. That was the most dog shit video I've watched in a long time. What the fuck was the point of this? What the fuck was that? What the fuck was this video? Dude, I feel like I'm taking fucking crazy pills. What the fuck? Dude, like, legitimately though, I think this is Mtash's attempt to get back into gacha. This is his guys, because again, a lot of self-inserting. We can realize that, hey, it looks like Monster Hunter really didn't work out for you there, little buck. 13K, 33K, 18K. Hey, Monster Hunter wasn't working out for you. PoE was popping off when it came out. PoE was doing great. 165K, 7K, 23K, 37, 49, 48. But I make I make $200 off of those videos, guys. Guys, look, I make so much money. This video had 24,000 views. I got $100 off of it. He had a Black Beacon sponsor yesterday. This is his attempt because he sees that PoE2 was doing great, but for whatever reason, PoE2 is slowly starting to fall off. Guys, PoE2 had the first massive patch. PoE2's patch that just came out, 0.2, was like a huge fucking patch for PoE. It was crazy, but then you go, ooh, recent reviews have dropped to wait, people are not fucking with the new PoE2 patch. mostly negative reviews for recent. Guys, he's got to come back to Gacha. He's not making enough money. It's coming back to Gacha from PoE like those old singers doing a Las Vegas residency. So I don't know what that means, but regardless, is basically what's happening is that this guy's entire situation, just for those who aren't like really aware, he was primarily a Gacha content creator. That's all he did. He at one point he got into a lot of drama, a lot of back and forth. And he decided, I'm taking my ball and I'm leaving, and I'm done with the Gacha community, and I'm going to go play PoE 2 and other variety games. He did that for a few months, and it is very clear that the views just ain't there for these types of games. Especially as someone who has 935,000 subscribers, when he's posting a video that's getting 7,000 views, that kind of feels pretty bad. And then also, when you look at this, right? Let's take a look at this. When you look at his content on Twitch, oh, excuse me, real voice, by the way. 93 average viewers. As someone who is kind of in the same boat as Mtash, again, I'm not like a crazy big content creator or anything. As someone with 232 average viewers, this ain't enough to pay the bills. This ain't anywhere close. So we're dunking on him for wanting to go back to Gacha. We're dunking on him because of the self-righteous attitude he had when he left the Gacha community. We're all snakes. We're all pieces of shit. And now that he's trying to come crawling back. And not only that, if he just released a video that said, I am coming back to Gacha because I am not happy in the variety space. If he came back and said that, great. Happy for you, Mtash. I hope it works out for the best. But the fact that he's using Gacha Smack as a springboard to try to get back into the community and get back into the discussion, that's the weirdest part. The weirdest part, again, he's taking this tweet. This tweet has 100 likes. This is a fucking random one guy that is just going after Gacha Smack. And he's using this as a springboard to self-insert himself into discussion and try to get back into the talking points of the Gacha community. That's the fucking weird part. If this wasn't I had to defend Gacha Smack video, I am the true arbiter of the discussion. And if he just said, guys, I'm coming back to Gacha, I'm excited to make Gacha videos again. I miss the community. I miss the camaraderie. If he made a video like that, great. Happy for you, buddy. But the fact that he's doing this and he's using Gacha Smack as a talking point, should you become a Gacha drifter? Dude, Horn. That's where, dude, Gacha grifting is definitely where it's at nowadays. Like how we did with Hex. Exactly. He is using someone else as a springboard to give his own morals and shit like that. It's more than that. And I really would have to formulate my thoughts to give more of like a take on that. Not even gonna lie, Mtash sucks as a streamer, nothing personal, but he deliberately doesn't interact and read his own chat for hours on end. Bro just goes live in games. And good for him. But it is very, I'll tell you what, it is very clear that whatever he's doing on Twitch, and again, let's take out, we're gonna do something crazy here. I'm going to take off my personal bias, because I have a bias against Mtash, right? I do. He's kind of a shitty person. Let me take my bias. We're throwing my bias away for a minute. Throwing my bias away. Who the fuck is this Mtash guy? I've never heard of him. Let's take a look at his stuff on Twitch. Oh, 31 hours streamed. Okay. You know, he might be trying to be a full-time streamer. 93 viewers. Oh shit, he's doing great. Look at him. Okay. 194 peak viewers. Cool. Love that. Oh, okay. 82 viewers on this. Ooh, but he's losing a lot of followers. That's a little concerning. You don't want to be losing followers as a streamer, especially 100 every time you press the go live button. Ooh, yeah, you don't want to do that. Ooh, yeah, going live and losing, 50 to 100 viewers on any given day is pretty rough. Minus 407 followers. Ooh, shit. Man. Ooh, man, what the hell happened here? He had 18,000 viewers in 2022? What happened? Ooh, damn. That's pretty rough. Let's look at his most recent videos. Oh, he had a banger of a video. Ooh, 66K? Oh, but he's talking about Elon Musk. Okay. I think if you put Elon Musk in the title, you probably just automatically get 20K views. Ooh, 8K on a PoE2 video when the new patch just came out, and it was probably one of the biggest patches that PoE2 is going to have. 21. Bro has almost 1 million subs, and he's barely cracking 21K. Ooh, damn. That's rough. I wonder what's going on with this guy. Should he apologize to the entire Gacha community or certain people? I don't even think he needs to apologize. He doesn't need to apologize to anyone. He shouldn't be using someone else as a talking point to try to get himself back into the equation. The only reason he's talking about Gacha Smack and the global passive is because he knows it's a very big talking point. He knows it's a big talking point, and this is going to be a reason for him to get back into the Gacha community, while also basically trying to get an ally out of Gacha Smack. Because he knows not a lot of people fuck with Mtashed. He knows most of the people in the Gacha space at the moment, like the big names in the space. Techie, Cabinets, Saint Tontus, a lot of us really... Poke, I don't know, Poke's probably neutral towards him, because he's neutral on everything. But not a lot of people really fuck with him, especially the shit that he did with, like, the Hex Shoes thing. Dude, the Hex Shoes thing was fucking insane. Basically, he came to the defense of someone who didn't want their defense and tried and used them as a moral platform to push his views and push his opinion on someone. I don't know. It's not even hard to reach chat or interact. I'm not asking bro to do a backflip, just speak back to someone. Maybe I'm just a psycho, but I respect people that operate on the high Machiavelli level. Yeah, dog, you're fucked up, man. Like, I'm glad you acknowledge it, though. Don't forget he called Hex Juice a snake for not needing his white knighting. Dude, I will never forget when Mtash is having that conversation, and he goes, Hex Juice, you have Stockholm Syndrome. He said Hexus has Stockholm Syndrome because of Tectone. Dude, that was fucking pure cinema. The fact that he comes to the defense of a woman who was having a debate with someone on the internet, and he tries to come to the defense that didn't ask for it, didn't want it, and then said she has fucking Stockholm Syndrome? Bro. So, when something happens one time, you have Stockholm Syndrome? I know. When something happens one time, it's an outlier, right? It could be an outlier. I will generally give the benefit of the doubt to most people when something happens one time. Right? When he came to the Hex Juice's defense and tried to self-insert himself in the conversation, whatever. I never really thought... I thought Mtash was like kind of like snaky, but I don't think he's a piece of shit. I don't think he's an asshole. I'm fine with him being in the Gacha space, but whatever, I think he's a little bit of a snake. But when someone does something twice, like right here is going on with him using Gacha Smack as sort of getting himself back into the conversation, 2 times? 1 time is an outlier, twice becomes a habit. I'm sorry. It is what it is. This whole situation is very fucking weird. I don't like it. As Saint Tontus likes to say, it's very fucking stinky. This is a very stinky situation. I'm striking the video. Here's the issue, man. Gacha Smack is too much of a nice guy. He's too nice of a guy, and I think he doesn't realize why Mtash did this, right? He didn't think of that move, though. He just thought Hexjuice was one of those feminists when Hexjuice didn't need it. You can see he ran out of cards 100%. Title Mtash quits variety, just something. It just something. He basically used this as a... And you know what the crazy part is? The more I think about it, and maybe I'm a schizo, guys, right? Maybe I'm the wrong one. Maybe I'm a schizo. But when I look at this, it feels like this part of the video, the middle part of the video, it feels like, and maybe I'm psychoanalyzing, and call me out if I'm being off base. Because I told you guys, if you guys think I'm wrong, call me out. It feels like this part in the video, like the entire like middle point of the video, it feels like this is him trying to convince himself that he is doing good in the variety space and that he doesn't need to come back to the gacha community because he's making enough money. He's trying to convince himself that I don't need this. I'm only doing it. I don't know for the reason, but it legitimately feels like a little bit of copium on his part that, guys, look at this. I'm making just as much money as I need to be right now. This isn't, you know, me coming back into the gacha space isn't a desperate attempt for money. Not to be too shaman, but sometimes people just don't know what they actually want. That's fair. I do legitimately think this is that. Guys, look, I'm fine. I'm making enough money. I'm not trying to come into the gacha space for money. But it certainly fucking feels like that, right? Anyway, you know, I think the whole Mtash situation is a little bit weird. I would not be surprised if you see his face popping up more and more back into the gacha community, especially considering he just did a Black Beacon sponsor. I think this is a way for him to get his conversation, for his name to be brought back up in the gacha community, and it is clearly working, right? It's clearly fucking working. I'm talking about it. I'm pretty sure Techie was literally just talking about it. Although nowadays, like half of what Techie's doing when he's on stream is just watching video music and just listening to it. I feel like that's what all he does nowadays is half of his stream is just listening to music or playing simulated cookie clicker games. Good for you, brother. You do it, you.